Hi guys, an update how I'm doing. As I posted at the weekend, didn't get to go away. I'd actually fallen, tripped up, fell and dislocated my knee and done some ligament and cartilage damage at the same time. Um, so it is actually quite a bad knee injury. I was at the hospital and I said I had to go back to hospital yesterday for my knee. I did, and it has actually stayed in place. It hasn't popped out again. The ligament damage is quite severe, but at this time they're not going to operate on it. They think it might heal, may not, may have to have surgery in the future, but I want to see if I can let it, if it will heal on its own. Um, you've asked me how I wanted to this, I said I would rather let it heal on its own. So that's how I'm doing. I've still got to wear the leg splint all the time. I can't take it off even in bed in case it comes out. I have to go back next week with that. If it's doing alright, then what they might do is give us a night brace, whatever one of them, a brace to wear during the night. But during the day I've got to wear the leg splint all the time, I can't take it off. I have to wear a special cover on it when I go in the bath, but I can't actually get in, I have to go in the shower. Um, Luckily I managed to get hold of the stool that goes in the shower so I can actually hobble in and sit on it. And so I've got, when I'm sitting I'm supposed to have my legs raised up, so I'm going to maybe, sorry about that. Yeah. You may be able to tell there, but I've actually got it propped up on a waste paper basket, because it's swelled up quite a bit, but the swelling has actually gone down the last days, since yesterday a little bit. It is, I have to say, beyond extreme pain, it is absolute agony I'm in. I've also still got to wear the support on the ankle, and the ankle's actually not doing too bad. It's still a bit weak and a bit tender, but I've got to wear this. And they said if my foot starts to swell or ache a lot, to put the walking boot on again. Um, I use I'm using the crutches to get around. I can walk without them, but if I walk without them, I'm putting weight on the bad leg. And I'm also finding that walking out, my leg aches more, my knee and leg aches more, and plus my ankle aches more. If I'm using the crutches, I can actually take my weight off my leg a bit, and to a degree, I can actually swap round. I can sort of take my weight off my ankle and put my weight on my leg for a little bit, and vice versa. And so that's how things are going. I'm still getting. So I'm using the crutches all the time, and if everything goes alright, they may give us a walking stick or a quad stick. I'm not quite sure what a quad stick is, but that's one of the things they're looking at giving us to help us get around. I find getting in and out of chairs a bit awkward. They wanted to put us back on the stick. I said no. I said I'm a store manager. I said really speaking. So I'm on restricted duties at work. I can't sort of do any lifting or anything like that. I can't really lift at the moment. Anyway, my back's actually giving and today my back's actually beginning as a bit jip actually. So I'm just hoping my back's not starting up again, or I'll end up having to put it. I haven't put anything on it. I've had a heat pad on it this evening. A little bit this afternoon. I have to get some deep heat on it because it was actually starting to ache. I think it's just the way I'm getting around. I think it takes us a long time to sort of get my shoes and socks on and things like that. Like in the house it's not so bad, I'm sort of sitting around in my shorts. To be honest, at work I'm wearing shorts because it's like I've got my wife's actually one of, I've got a couple of pairs of trousers, my wife's actually one to unpick the seam so that I can actually sort of get a pair of trousers on over my legs because I can't actually get them on. So that's how things are. So I've got to wear this contraction all the time. I'm on painkillers for the pain, obviously, and I'm on anti-inflammatory drugs as well to help with the swelling because I don't want it to swell up too much. I did actually mention at the weekend I've actually had an angina attack when they put my knee back into the joint. Since then I have had no more bother. I did state that I had a bit of chest pain on Saturday, but it was just really slight discomfort wasn't anything to write home about. It wouldn't have been anything I'd have sort of really bothered about. It would have probably just using the spray. Um, but that's how things are going. I'll show you how I'm getting around. Please do bear with me. It takes us a while to get up. Like last night, the phone rang, and by the time I got up and got there, it actually rang up. Which didn't put us in a very good mood, because yesterday my knee was actually really painful last night. It wasn't so bad on Monday and during the day yesterday, but last night was really painful. I think it's because I'd been to the hospital and it sort of poked and prodded it, which never helps. And I've got to wear like this all day and all night. I can't take it off at all. So they did sort of give us a rub down a bit at the hospital yesterday, but I can't take it off to go in the shower or anything like that. I've got to keep it on. I can rub the front of the knee cap itself, so it probably will get quite. Said it shouldn't get too sweaty because the material it's made of. Said if it does start to like sweat and smell, like to sort of go in, and they will give us another one to put on. But it said like, if my leg's doing all right next week, it's still in place. And they give us the night. Then what they'll do is let us go in the shower as long as I'm not putting any weight on it, and actually just wash my leg down. But obviously I'll have to dry it and then put this back on before I can sort of stand up or anything like that. So it does actually take us a while to get up. I'll push my chair right over here because it's actually easier if I've got things to rest up again. See, I can actually walk with my weight on it, which I do. I'm walking both legs down. I have to start playing up. See, I can actually get around a bit better than that. It's obviously just putting the weight on the ankle, and if I do that for a long time, the ankle starts to sort of tend to sort of pop up and knee bend. Oh, sorry about that. I would have done a bit more, but my back's actually giving us a bit jerk tonight. As I said it was before, just hoping my back's not at home. My back's not starting to play up. Those who don't know, I've actually had problems with my back in the past. Pulled muscles and that. I've also had problems with sciatica in the past. So to be honest, it feels a bit like it could be a bit of the start of a bit of sciatica. I'm hoping it's not. I hope it's just like one of them days where it's just like things are going. My ankle's actually not doing, but if it is, it is. My knee, this leg here is extremely. My knee's in a lot of pain. It is really painful. Um, this. So if my kneecap stays in place, it'll not be so bad. The surgery, what they would have to, but if the ligaments don't heal, they'll obviously have to operate on them. Which there's various things they can do. Apparently, put artificial ligaments in is one. Take a ligament from somewhere else in my body, like my opposite knee, which they probably wouldn't do on me because that knee's not that good. and my shoulders or something like that. My shoulders aren't great, but not too bad. Surgically stitch the ligament. As far as the cartilage goes, we'll probably do keyhole surgery just to remove the bits that are torn off and probably trim them. And so I'm hoping that's all what needs to be done with that. But until they see if my knee stays in, they're not going to do. That obviously if my knee doesn't stay in properly, one of the operations I could do, although I'm quite young for it, is knee replacement. As I said, my knee joint is actually it's not severely arthritic, but it is arthritic. Um, sorry, just pain in the back. So we'll see how things go. At the moment, I don't want to do anything, so I don't particularly want to have knee replacement at 43-year-old. You know, because of the people who've had them will tell you they don't last forever. But if we said one of the problems is I have actually dislocated my knee in the past. It wasn't as bad as this, but I didn't do any ligament cartilage damage, and when I actually dislocated it, my knee ligaments weren't too bad. They were a bit worn, but not too. The cartilage was quite good actually at the time for someone with repeated knee injuries anyway. But I said what the problem is, the knee might dislocate itself. They said it could be that when I'm walking it'll just pop out. So obviously if it does that, the problem is then that I may have to wear something like this all the time, which would make us actually classed as disabled. Which I don't, but or we could do knee replacement. They said one of the things what would go in the favour for knee replacement, although I'm young, is the fact that I've actually got a heart condition. So we'll just have to wait and see. I appreciate people's replies. I appreciate Liam Footguy replying to me. I'm sorry you haven't had time to do any videos, and I'm sorry that your foot's starting to play up again. I hope you do get it sorted soon, because I know what it's like to have joint problems and that. So anyone else out there, Ryan and all that, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. That's all for now. I think I'll go and get another heat pack for my back, because it is starting to kill us again. My legs killing us, so to be honest, my ankle's not too bad. My wrist's alright now, by the way. My neck's still a bit, sometimes I turn it, I can feel it, but it's not too bad. Right, thanks very much for now, guys. Bye.